Hi. Well, we hear the usual Trump rhetoric that he says on all of his stump speeches, but he is a man who only tells you what he wants you to know. Now he is out. He's carrying her birth certificate. He is showing voters the birth certificate of Kamala Harris. That is just stupid and intrusive. It's much different when Trump got onto the public political scene. He had all of his records closed and secretive. He went into his doctor's office with thugs, huge men, and threatened the receptionist, busted through past her into his doctor's office, rifled through all of the medical files, taking out everything that he could find that he was interested in, especially Trump's medical files, and then the thugs took them away and never to were seen again. He also had his record at military reform school closed. You cannot find anything about his history at the military reform school, what kind of person he was, what kind of problems he was presenting. He also had his records at his business school closed off. You cannot find any information as to what kind of student he was, what kind of grades he got, or whether or not he was a good student. Was he a C student? Probably. But that didn't stop Trump from saying he was a great student. Anybody can say they're a great student when they're hiding their records and they can't be found. I'm sure all of those things are locked in cement and they won't be found till many, many years after his death, if ever. However, he feels free to flaunt his opponent, a lady, Kamala Harris, vice president. He flaunts her birth certificate, and he is saying that something is wrong based on her race. I'm not sure what's wrong, but he keeps saying she's black versus Asian. Maybe she's part white, who knows? But Trump thinks this is a campaign point that he needs to make. It's pitiful, just pitiful. Well, Trump was already fired in 2020 by the voters. They threw him out and they elected President Biden, Joe Biden, who is our current president. Joe Biden was harassed so much that he was unable to keep up with all of the Trump allegations, and I think it made him less secure, and he decided under pressure to not rerun for the presidency, and Vice President Kamala Harris, who was elected by the voters to the vice presidency, is the person who will take his place and is running for president. Now, she is an open book. She will tell you everything. You can see her records as district attorney in San Francisco and state of California attorney general. She worked with the police. She worked to prosecute people that the police brought in to be prosecuted. So she worked closely with the police, and Trump lies and says she hates the police and so forth. That is as far from the truth as it can be. When police brought in somebody to be set for trial, she built the case and she took the case to the court for the police. She was working with the police to help them drive down crime in California. She was voted in easily during her terms, and then she went to the Senate, where she won easily for a Senate position. So she has had a very good election career, and now she is vying for a new role as President of the United States. This is something that America needs: a new voice, a younger voice, a voice that represents the next generation. Many cities around the United States are experiencing flight. Young children, working people of working age are fleeing from cities, and they are abandoning the cities. We need people in the cities to work. We need people in the cities for businesses to be opened and run on a daily basis. Kamala Harris sees and hears the plight of the cities around the United States and will have people on the ground working with cities to address their needs, their complaints, their comments, and to help the cities address how these needs can be solved. The federal government is already giving lots of money to people who have been caught up in drug addiction during Trump's last term, when he closed all schools, he closed businesses, people lost their jobs, and they were isolated in their homes, and parents, kids got onto drugs, domestic violence rose. It was a terrible time. Now under Biden, the country is trying to improve, trying to open those businesses again. And unfortunately, with opening those businesses, the businesses are trying to recapture some of their lost money from the past, and they are coming back starting with higher prices. This is a problem for the future. Trump was already fired. He is like the employee you can't get rid of. You fire him and he keeps circling the company fence every day, trying to get in the front door. Trump has been fired. Trump has been fired. Trump has been fired. Trump, you're fired. You're done. Your day is over. You had a terrible presidency. You were the worst president in the history of the United States. No one else ever crushed the United States the way you did. And now we need a choice, a better choice. And that choice right now is Kamala Harris. We wish her the best. We are asking for your vote. Don't go back to a failed Trump presidency. No one wants to be back in 2020. That was the year of hell. That was the year of Trump's hell. And I'm sure you have lost members of your family to death because of Trump's policies. Trump wanted to become your doctor, so he told you to drink bleach. He told you to take horse pills. He told you to remain isolated in your housing, whatever that was. He didn't help people who might be in spaces that were too small to be isolated in. Single mothers, multiple kids in a one-bedroom unit. No, he didn't help anybody. He just gave commands and hid in the White House, took the stage, and tried to be a leader, but he failed. He doesn't know anything. He's not capable of being a leader. I don't want him leading me and trying to be my doctor, and I don't think you would want him to be your doctor either. Trump is a failed leader. He was fired in 2020. He needs to leave the premises, and we need new leadership. So don't forget to vote for Kamala Harris in November. Let me know your comments. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.